Hello and welcome to another amazing edition of Tickles Cake. You might have seen before, Lucy explained to Izzy some tips and tricks that you can do with iOS 6. 8.
8 with your iPhone 6.
Right.
Yeah.
But it works with all iPhones, doesn't it?
Exactly.
And it is hard to keep count because Apple literally seems to release them once every 6 months or something. Anyway, glossing over that, you're going to teach me some more tricks and tips that I can do as well myself. And they're all things that are basically time-saving things, yeah?
Time-saving, useful, just things you might not have found by yourself. So I'm going to tell you, we've got five tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you. Now, the first one is all about notifications. So some people don't like their phone vibrating, they don't like it ringing. They might want a little light show.
Who doesn't like their phone vibrating?
Some people don't like that.
Weird.
Some people don't like that.
If you don't like your phone vibrating, don't let us know.
Some people like it a bit too much. But we won't talk about those people.
No.
But so you can get your phone to emit a light when you get a notification or receive a call or something like that, instead of having it vibrate or ring. So in order to do that, you go to Settings, and you go to General, Accessibility. If you scroll down, there's an option for LED flash for alerts. As you can see, mine's switched on. So it even works with your alarm, actually. I turned it on a few days ago, and this morning it was flashing, and I thought, what's that? It's like, oh, it's my alarm. So yeah, that's quite a nice feature.
Right, so it switches up, so you can just basically have, can you have different combinations of them, or?
No, it's just one simple flashing segment. But, you know, there's an app for everything, so if you don't like that, obviously go and visit the App Store, and there's a slew of apps that do exactly that.
Okay, well, I quite like mine vibrating, so I'm going to leave it as it is.
You're not turning it on now. That's not what you're doing.
I'm not turning it on now. I'm checking that it's definitely on vibrate mode, and it's fine.
It's a case of someone who likes vibrating a bit too much.
It is quite nice, isn't it? But anyway,
okay, let's move on. Okay, so next tip. Now you can actually, in the same vein of as WhatsApp, so all WhatsApp users will know that you can directly send a voice note or a video. Now you can do this directly within the Messages app. But some people, you know, not me, maybe not you, they send questionable, dodgy content. You want that content to erase quite quickly. You don't want to go through your camera and be like, oh, that picture, that shouldn't be there. Yeah. So if you go into settings, there's an option that allows these messages to auto-delete after 2 minutes, but that's the only option, or you can get them to stay forever.
So it's kind of like a Snapchat sort of inbuilt in the phone?
Absolutely. They've kind of borrowed that feature from Snapchat there. And to turn that on, all you need to do is go to Settings, Messages, and at the bottom, you've got that option to set it for 2 minutes or forever.
Video, oh yeah, so video messages expire. Oh, that's really good. That's weird that they don't tell people about that.
I know.
That's quite a big feature.
That's because they want to keep all your content and keep it on iCloud.
I think I will be using that one. No, not because of anything dodgy.
Oh, well,
it's just, you know, on a Friday night, maybe things you shouldn't say, you say, and send people. And next tip, please.
Like singing voice commands down the phone to your friends. Okay, next tip. So what's next tip? Requesting desktop websites from the Safari browser. You know, sometimes you go on websites and they're not optimised for your smartphone or your tablet. They look a bit shit.
It immediately takes you to that one.
Exactly. So what you do now, let's say you're looking at, I don't know, Amazon's a great example because that's got a desktop version and a smartphone version. You simply tap the URL bar, scroll down, and it gives you the option to request desktop type. So you hit that, and then it will transform it for you. Now, I must warn you, it doesn't work with all websites. Not all websites have this functionality, but a general amount do. So I think that's quite handy. Means you get all access to the entire website as opposed to getting kind of a optimised and kind
of truncated
rubbish version of the website. Yeah, exactly.
Is that so? I mean, some of you out there might know that you have an M, don't you, at the front of a URL when it's for mobile?
Yes.
Is that basically the same, a quicker version of you just getting rid of that?
Basically, yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Okay. And, you know, some websites do offer the option to scroll down and kind of in tiny text, it does say, visit a desktop website. This is just kind of eradicating that and doing it directly from your URL bar, which is quite cool, quite quick, quite handy.
Awesome, yeah.
Will you be using that?
To be honest, probably not. I don't imagine because the idea.
You might.
No, but the idea is obviously they're optimised. But I do sometimes, very occasionally, you'll come across a site and it's just all a bit of a mess, and it doesn't, you know, especially if you're used to it and you don't find things where they are. So yeah, it will make sense. I might use it. I might use it.
Don't worry, it's not offending if you don't.
It's like you invented these tips.
Oh, I'm not talking to you now.
Right.
Okay.
So we got them. What's the? Is this our fourth tip?
This is tip number 4. So we're still in the realm of Safari internet browsing. Did you know, Max, that now instead of typing in your credit card details, you can take a photo of your credit card. It will then process all that information, and your information is into
I
whatever
did not
website
know
you're
that.
putting your details into.
And that actually does sound
That is quite
bloody
cool,
useful, yeah.
and it's really handy as well.
So when do you do that then? Is that on all websites or?
It's on a majority of websites. I've not used all the websites in the world, so I don't know. But the ones that I have used, they do.
How
it does
bloody
work.
dare you not have used all the websites
I'll
in the
get
world?
on it. I'll get on it tonight and over the course of the week. But
Okay.
that's quite a handy feature.
So there's not. Is that really a feature of the iPhone? Or is that? I mean, in a sense,
Yeah,
is
no,
that
it's-
iOS or is
yeah,
that
yeah.
something you just get and so it knows you're on iOS and then gives you that option?
Well, it only works with the Safari browser, so by
Okay,
default
cool.
you're using that anyway. Personally, I do a lot of online shopping. I've just learnt the card number, so I will not be using that function.
Yeah, no,
I'm so
but-
smart going, yeah, I know my card number.
No, but it is always really annoying having to dig it out and getting the long one in. And all the rest of it. So
Exactly.
yeah, no, that one is. I'll give you that one. That one is really handy.
All right. And I think this is a pretty good one, tip number 5. So, how many times have you lost or misplaced your iPhone? Has it happened to you?
Only once, and that was it. It was gone for good. But
Oh.
yeah, sad times.
So you didn't have Find My iPhone?
I did have Find
switched
My
on?
iPhone on, but then the person who stole it decided not to turn it on. I don't know. Basically, Find My iPhone was just denying the
Damn
existence of
them!
my iPhone. So yeah.
Okay, well, a new feature that's been introduced into the Find My iPhone or iPad functionality is that when your smartphone loses battery or you can't find it or it's got no reception, it will, when it's at a critically low level or when it realises it's not got any signal, it sends your last location to Apple. So if your phone's dead...
Which is like this dying gasp. It's like,
Yeah. I'm here, save me. Exactly. Then you sign into iCloud and it'll tell you where it was last located.
Sorry, I missed what you said there. How do I set? Is that automatically set up, or I have to set this
No.
up?
You have to go into settings, go to iCloud,
Yeah.
and then at the bottom, Find My iPhone, and then right at the bottom, you'll see Send Last Location. Switch that on.
So Find My
which means-
phone, share my location.
No, Find My iPhone.
in Find My phone. So
And there you go.
It's again, this is a weird one. Why would it not be default? I don't get
I know.
why that's like. Who
it's
would,
right there,
who
but
would
it's not
want that?
switched on. So you have to go in and switch it on for you. But the
but-
bonus of it, you find your phone when your phone's dead.
I mean,
no more
it's
tears.
sad that they're so functional with their names. Send last location. It should just be called Death Now or something.
I wish you could customise and change it because that would be quite cool. Death Now.
Death Now. So yeah, if you want to turn on your Death Now, easy. Go into settings, iCloud, Find My iPhone, Death Now.
That's not what it's called, by the way. So don't look out
No,
for
but genuinely, that is really good. So thank you very much for
You
sharing
are
these tips with
welcome.
me. If any of you guys have got any other tips that we haven't covered, or that, things that maybe you've discovered and you're not sure if anyone else knows about, then do let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe so you can see future videos from us guys. And I'm gonna have a fondant fancy.